Hey viewers, welcome to another game of the Casual Pro Gamer. Today we're doing a PhantomL0rd game, and as you can see this is a stream, so I have no control over the camera, except for that one. But yeah, this is my 5 million views commentary, so I wanted to add something new and I couldn't really well, come up with anything different, so let's just go for a webcam, I thought. So I bought a webcam yesterday, and yeah, I was away for something else anyway. So I decided to go for a webcam, and yeah, therefore we now have my webcam here. I'm not sure how much use it will be. I am going to try to put it up in as many games as possible, and yeah, it is of course awesome to have. I've never had a webcam before, so except on my laptop. My laptop had a standard webcam in it, but it was a very crappy one, like 480p or something like that. This is 1024 at maximum, and yeah, that is of course awesome because it means I can make full HD commentaries if I want to. No, not commentaries, videos. Because in commentaries I normally will put up a very small picture, and I definitely have a better webcam than the guy who's making this. I probably put my webcam picture on the left and his on the right or something like that, so you can see his webcam, because mine is way better. Mine is also probably more expensive. Now if you have a webcam like this guy has, then you probably should pay just like €10 more or $10 more and get a decent one with low light settings and such. So I did close all the blinds here to make sure that well, the white balance actually works, because otherwise left and right side of my face would be completely different. I can actually show you that if I lift up the curtains here, then it will be much too bright on this side, so my webcam doesn't really correct that properly. Obviously not. It can't. It doesn't understand that. But anyhow, we are doing Draven here with the PhantomL0rd. I've never heard of the PhantomL0rd, but he had like 11,000 viewers, so I thought, well, he must be popular. And since I didn't have any other high ELO games on my computer, so no high ELO replays for the moment, we are going for just a stream. So hopefully the video quality will be good enough. I'm assuming it is. And yeah, I'm recording this with Fraps for those of you who are interested in those kind of things. Yeah, Fraps records this pretty decently. And hopefully the match doesn't last too long, because I just realized that I have two recording softwares running at the same time, as well as of course my camera software. So anyway, I would like to, before I forget, and he doesn't die, wow, that's pretty impressive. Before I forget, I would like to thank everyone for who has been part of my 5 million views. Yeah, it's just amazing. I never thought this would actually work, because I set up this YouTube channel in order to just make a good YouTube or League of Legends channel, because every League of Legends channel that was out there either was just crap, and most of them still are. Most of them just put up like the 5 best pentakills, and then they get like 500,000 views on those, and they put them up once a month, or they have commentaries, but yeah, only do what I had in the Games from Viewers news style. So the very short clips of a game, yeah, and everyone can do those, of course, but they are popular, so people don't want to see full commentaries. But there was nobody doing really strategy analysis and well, discussion on champions and things like that. Full commentaries were also pretty rare. I think the only one doing that was WatchMSC, and WatchMSC even did only his own games, and yeah, well, He is a great guy. Don't get me wrong, but there's only a limited amount you can learn from the playstyle from one guy. And well, aggressive play here from Draven. And yeah, he's not going to get anything done, but he didn't want to get the kill there. He just wanted to do some damage. Yeah, so I tried to set up a YouTube channel, try to learn as much about the game as possible, and just give people advice. First of all, I started off with my games and high ELO games, so from streams. After that, I started the games from viewers, which was a huge success. It still is. It's just a lot of work, and I get a lot of comments about people complaining about the play. So because people don't like it when I do low ELO games, and I don't really care, to be honest. I mean, I like it that people send me games, and I also like it because well, I learn a lot more from those kind of games than I learn from this kind of games, because he already made like 4 mistakes here. I just didn't comment on them, but you already saw him almost die. Well, you should never almost die. That's it's always, you always make a mistake if you almost die, unless you intentionally go in very aggressively and you know that you might die because of that, or if you're getting a 2-for-1. But in this case, yeah, overextending is very common. It's just not always visible for those of you who think they should be watching high ELO games, but in fact should be watching your own games and seeing what you do wrong, because everyone makes mistakes. Even these guys make mistakes, and I think this guy is about 2k ELO. Yeah, so the thing is that yeah, if you make mistakes, then normally you see that on your health bar or on the enemy's health bar. Because you can either get a kill where you didn't get it, or you got killed while you shouldn't have, or you took a lot of damage where you shouldn't have, because that means that you didn't do something. Yeah, for example, this. He knows that that this champion is very bursty. I mean, everyone knows that Zyra is very bursty, and what he does is still stand there. And those kind of plays, although in low ELOs they're easier to see. So in low ELO it's very easy to see when people overextend because they die. And in this kind of play, normally it's harder to see because they do take some damage, but they realize in time when they overextended, and they just fall back. In this case, yeah, he got bursted because he was too far forward. He didn't realize that 3 skills could actually reach him. And yeah, that's just messy. I mean, just messy play. Doesn't make him a bad player, but it does make for a mistake, and people just don't realize that. And yeah, it kind of annoys me sometimes that people don't realize that. But hey, that's the way it works. People think that they're perfect and that high-level ELO players are perfect, and yeah, because they're perfect, they can actually comment on people who send in gameplays to me. So yeah, if you send in a gameplay and people leave comments on it that you're being bad, then yeah, this was a very good play, by the way. He didn't even use his ignite, but he does get the kill. Yeah, anyway, the high-level ELO players make the same mistakes and just as often as other players do, and you see that in tournaments. In tournaments, you see everyone that makes a mistake getting punished for it, if they can get punished for it, and that can be by just landing an auto attack that they shouldn't have landed, or well, bursting someone for half their HP. So it's not always that you die because of it. It is just that Well, sometimes you die. Now, if you really look closely to any tournament match, you will see how many mistakes are made, and yeah, especially in the more spectacular games, the spectacular games are always people doing stupid things, because that's how you get pentakills. That's how you get multi kills in general, and that's how you get big team fights that shouldn't have happened, that completely wipe out one team and keeps the other team alive. It's because people go into a fight where they shouldn't have been. So it seems that Zyra wanted to pick up the dragon there. Well, wanted to make sure that Mumu didn't get it at least. But yeah, the dragon is warded, and it seems that nobody has a pink ward on them. Well, not Tarek and not the jungler. So that means no one. No, Mumu only has 2 gold items and boots for now. Boots level 1. We can see that in the top left, by the way. So yeah, the bottom lane now in some trouble here, because Mumu comes in, and yeah, the burst coming out, and there you see either they didn't ward or they completely ignored the ward. Either way, it doesn't matter. A Mumu should have never been allowed to just run in and kill them. That's just another mistake. It looks like a very spectacular play by the bottom lane. Like they played it very well, 3 versus 2 and 3 versus 1 actually. Yeah, they played it very well, but no, it actually isn't. It's a standard play that actually got to work because the red team they messed up, and just because I can do like the IPL guys or like the Riot guys and scream about how amazing that play was, but it really wasn't an amazing play. It was just, yeah, a mistake on their part. And every death can in fact be avoided. It may give you a trait that you don't want, but that's a different story. So it may be you may, for example, die here in mid lane to save your turret, and because you die, you hold them off long enough, enable your teammates to come up and actually, well, save your turret. But so that's, you may actually need to trade your not dying for your turret dying, and that may be a trait that you don't want, but you can avoid every kill. And yeah, of course, you also probably wouldn't want to trade your well, the risk of getting killed for the fact that you can't farm. Because if you stay back for farming, so if you don't farm really aggressively, you will never get hit. But farming aggressively means that you get more minions, so it may be worth it. And that's a different story, of course. You may well, realize that you're in danger of dying sometimes, but you do get something bigger out of that. And the stream is lagging a little bit here. Well, he was complaining about yeah, 17 FPS and now 116. You can see the FPS in the top right, of course. So yeah, instead of just setting that to like 60, he has quite a bit of spikes there, because, well, probably his computer can handle the 140, 130, 140, but at some point lags behind and then has to catch up, and that's where the lags come from, because the video card is buffering. And yeah, if you just set that to 60, would have been way easier. Getting the or cancelling the recall, it takes him another 8 seconds now to recall, so it's a good deal. Because just by keeping someone out of the lane, or in this case out of the jungle, you can just set them behind a little bit. And it's only 8 seconds, but if you do it every time they want to recall, that becomes like 2 minutes in the end. It would be quite cool to have a counter of your recalls in the like the end screen. It would be quite cool. Anyhow, it seems that we are just in mid lane here, just holding off. Haven't really seen him do anything spectacular yet. I mean, that kill where he towered over was pretty cool. And a fail flash, meaning a kill plus a flash. And yeah, well, once again, just a mistake on Katarina's part. She ran into a Momo because they don't have wards out, apparently. And wards are really the main thing that can prevent you from dying. Because if you have wards out and you watch them carefully, you should never die to ganks, and you should also never die to running into an enemy champion in the middle of nowhere. So yeah, you should be able to get most of this turret, probably the entire turret, because there are still several. Yeah. Oh, he has one more hit left, and Zyra, of course, is going to defend it for now. But it's the turret is just going to kill all the minions, so it's not really good for her to have that turret still standing there. And so he destroys it, but I probably would have kept it up. Because as long as the turret is up, people will try to defend it. You can come in from two sides and try to kill them, because you can instantly kill the turret and you won't take tower damage. Or not a lot, anyway. Oh, no, he's not getting out. Yeah, I was wondering whether the jump was up on Jax. But the jump wasn't up. But they still got it easily. So yeah, we are currently. Yeah, by the way, I'm sorry for not having sounds on this. That's why I like the replays, so the high-level replays, way more than the streams, because I can't put up the stream because he is running some music, and I can't put music on my YouTube channel because my videos will get blocked. And not only that, I will get a warning from YouTube. I already have one because I uploaded, I believe, the IPL. Yeah, I had IPL games on my channel with my own commentary, so it was just the gameplay from them, and they don't even have any copyrights on those, because Riot has copyrights on those, but yeah, I have an agreement with Riot Games that I can broadcast their game, so that's not the problem. The strategies, of course, which could also be considered copyright, although they're not considered copyright normally. But they can be considered copyright, and they belong to the players, of course. They don't belong to IPL at all. And for the rest, there is nothing. Well, the commentary belongs to IPL, but it was my own commentary. So, yeah, they had no right to do that. And even though that was the case, YouTube is a dick. So YouTube is, kind of puts it like, well, if people complain about you, then we immediately grant that complaint unless you countersue. And I didn't want to do that. I did say that it was not their video, it was not their content, but YouTube really doesn't care. They just say, well, is it from that tournament? Yes, okay, that is their content. They don't even see that it's not their content, because it's, well, it had nothing to do with them. But anyway, I got a warning out of that, and one more warning, and I think I will be banned for like a week, which would be a giant pain in the ass, as you might imagine. And if I get one more, then, so if I get a third one, then yeah, I get kicked off YouTube, so my entire channel will get closed, and that would really suck balls. And yeah, so I'm not going to risk that. I'm not going to put music on my videos. And yeah, now you know the reason. So there are people who have music on their channels. Um, that's just because either they're very big or they have another company backing them. So a company that actually has. I'm talking about copyrighted music, of course, because you also have copyright-free music. People that just say, "Well, you can run my music on your video, and it's fine. I don't care." Yeah, that's fine, but it does mean that that's a different story. But yeah, you have channels that have music on them, but maybe their parent companies, so the company that does their commercials and such, they may have contracts with the music industry or something like that, and I don't. So kind of sucks to be me in that case. But yeah, well. The IPL thing, man, that pissed me off. But for those of you who were already a subscriber back then, it's not too long ago, but you heard me complain about it in several videos. Man, that was such a bitchy move on their part. Anyway, fortunately, not everyone has a problem with that. But yeah, for now, I'm just going to lay low and wait until this warning wears off. I don't know how long that takes, by the way, because it has taken quite a long time. So the red buff goes to a Mumu here instead of to Draven, which is kind of strange. Draven mid lane is kind of strange to begin with, but I guess they already had what's he called? Graves? Yeah, they already had Graves in the bottom lane. So Draven mid lane, yeah, okay, sure. And they have an AD in the top lane as well. So yeah, it's a kind of a troll team. I don't really understand why they have no AP. And I don't really understand how they're planning to win this if the enemies just go for like yeah, Frozen Heart, what this guy's building. So the Malphite. Don't really understand. I mean, it's a Mumu doing all the damage at the moment because, well, he's the only one that does magic damage. But yeah, well, Jax still doesn't have any magic, any armor, even though armor is all they need. And Misfortune doesn't have anything, so it's just a Malphite, I guess, they have to worry about. So anyhow, yeah, we're just getting a whole lot of kills here, getting a free tower because of the ace, and it's already a surrender. Wow, that was pretty fast. Did not expect that, and this stream is pretty crappy. It says it's 720p, but it really isn't. It's more like 360p, if that. And yeah, you can of course upload 720p off of 360 all you want, but it doesn't become a good quality. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you next time. GG.